Fuck those things. Let's make sure the stream's running. 1 second. We'll get to in a second. This connecting area over here. We come down here. Okay, some bullshit enemies over here. Like they spawn absolute hell. So just kill everything. Oof. There's like 2 or 3, I think, but that might be the only one for this exact area because that's the only one I aggroed. We'll find out in a second.
All meet death in the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
Ooh, that's hell. Spicy little nugget. Yeah, this guy can be incredibly dangerous. He is absolute pain in the ass, but that's why I got the sword out.
Thou shalt not evade the flame of
Yeet. Fuck that thing. I might trim the graphics out a little bit because there seems to be a slight lag going on. Oi, oi, oi. You little shits. They're so fucked. They literally are just that annoying. God damn. Fuck, do I hate those things. ladder around here, I think. I don't know. Here we go. Got a storeroom key. Alright guys, I'm going off Extra Life Guide, so I just want to collect every item because this is going to be my PvP build. But yeah, I want to end this Horned Warrior pretty quickly. They're really not all that bad, as long as you can keep up the damage and dodge most of them. You don't need to dodge everything. As long as you're doing like something like that type of damage while still retaining defense. Problem solved. They're really not that bad. The Horned Warrior Sword, that'll be useful for this build actually. Because I believe it scales off Faith and Dex quite evenly. Which is very effective for this build in particular. I am focusing on fast casting, but it's like when I'm out of mana, fuck it. But yeah. Thanks guys. I highly appreciate that. Just a bit. I think there's something over here I wanted to do. Collecting every item. I need everything. There's so much good shit in this DLC for PvP. It's like, yeah. If you have a note written down even just for like some white strip of flesh, it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna grab it. Hey, so that's the shortcut done. I don't know if I want to rest here yet. Smoke, but first I'm going to get some levels in. I need upgrade materials. I'm a little tired, still a little sloshy. But yeah, those Horned Warriors. I can see like this is a semi-buff build that I have set up right now, made to do pretty good damage. If I need to, I have his way. Somewhere up here with Sacred Blade on. We also have Inseparable Sword, which is also very useful in this part of the game. DLC, because a lot of shit It takes high damage from holy, and you know, surprisingly, there's a lot of enemies that take damage from fire. I'm like surprised by. General enemies, sure, but like once you get to fire knights, it's like they certainly have like some poison defense. So there's that guy. We're just gonna buy upgrade materials. I want to max those out. I want to upgrade every single weapon in this, a whole selection somewhat. Yeah, we may not be using that. There's another hand known as the Maddening Hand. That one's effective for a faith build. That is not quite a faith build, the Poisoning Hand. It's more or less pure arcane, I would say. If you're an arcane build, someone who's focusing on doing bleed damage with buffs or whatnot, it's a good weapon. Might as well just like get all of those. Once we have, I would say, about 200 each, 220 in each of the upgrade materials for smithing stones, just basic. Then at that point, I would say it would be time to start upgrading shit. Let's see here. We want to head back to. I have no idea where the fuck that was. I think it was small private altar, but I'm not sure. I've never used Great Katana before because I've never quite had a Dex Faith build. I usually run Faith and Strength, but I kind of like it. But there are a few moves that can be poised through, I've noticed, and it should always be two-handed to avoid that. I plan to one-hand it because it seems to be quite fast for casting and all that. Wrong fucking cast. You get it, right? It could be useful. I was using the Crescent Moon Axe prior, but I just like direct upgrade as Katana. seems like methodical gameplay. Kind of is. Like, this is... I haven't done many runs of this game, as surprising as it sounds. 2,000 followers just doing PvP. It's like, yeah, I kind of just got into content creation accidentally. Kind of just wanted to make a few clips, and people enjoyed it on YouTube, so I put it on TikTok, and it didn't go viral, but it did very well. Better on TikTok than YouTube, I highly suggest. Like, if you're doing clips, like, TikTok is fucking there for you. And it's fun, it's a great hobby, you know, a little bit of serotonin. Gives more reason than gaming, you know? Where did that bird come from? God damn it. Just like comes out of nowhere like, caw, motherfucker. God damn. First death in this area, and I swear it was to a piece of shit bird. I love birds, but that one sucked. Don't tell me I'm dead. Me old cunt. I hate these things so much. There's so many of them, they all got grab attacks. Delicious Miyazaki. Just perfect. I know, I'm actually complimenting him. This is good choice of rage bait type enemy. It works. These ones are bad, but like just two-handed weapon. I swear to God, if you got even remotely lower class medium, you katana, I swear, heavy attacks would work. And oh, once they are attacking though, they have poise. That is to note. That's that. Okay, we got this bullshit to deal with, and same strat as before. Kill his minion. Wait till he's not in his way. Okay, he's very angry. Properly rage baited. Mother. Oh God. He did. Look on. No! I want my soul back first, motherfucker. God damn, man. I hate you so much. God damn. That was a pot enemy that just died not too long ago from here. They sometimes drop the horn. I think sometimes they drop the revered spirit ash. So just load back in, I think it'll drop it. I don't know, it's basically what the extra life says, so. I think if extra life is my boss, I'm just like, yes, master. We got El Shanko. This one's a cringy name, we're changing that. But I like El Shanko. He's got a big sword. Big katana. He's like the crazed pyromaniac with a katana. It's like that one dude who lives on like the main street of downtown who hoards katanas and smokes a lot of weed. El Shanko. So bad. I know like 4 people in downtown, my hometown where I live. Ah, it's turned into a shithole. Whatever. Move on. I minded seeing needles on the side of the road. Like, god damn. It's the kids. Like, maybe not the needles, but a lot of violence. When I was a young man, well, very young man, like high schooler. Yeah, there's fight clubs outside of schools and shit. I hope there still is. Can't change that. We had PvP servers at high school. That's the best way of saying it. Literally, like, there's fight clubs. Nothing as serious as, like, my father grew up in South Africa, and he moved on to Boston and all that, and he's seen a little bit of the world, and Canada's pretty peaceful, like, compared to certain places. There's a bird. idea where to go. I'm just kind of making it up as I go. Wild insanity. My brain was like thinking 4 moves ahead on the left side and right side simultaneously. It's like, what is he going to do the next 4 moves? What am I going to do? My dad was a chess champion. I'm not. I was working very hard there, just survived like 4 seconds. If my dad got into gaming, I'm sure he'd do way better than me. Oh, I got no idea. With his, we call him Bobby Braincell. You can literally give him a math equation. He'd be fucking right to the decimal. Smart bugger. I clearly get a lot of my shit from my mom. She was not like a big. We went full octopod on that one. Cause these things scare the shit out of me. I'm not even joking. Like, god damn. Stay away from me, you demon. Your mother's. I bet your mom was a ghost. Oh god. Oh god. You will not be doing that in my house. She hear me when I'm actually making like a PvP video, like slapping my hand at the end of a fight. It's like, motherfucker. Oh, good lord, I hate that thing. Well, we got through that without losing any souls. We now have to do the hippo. I hate doing the hippo. It's not that bad. Do we have any revered? Yeah, we did. We did get one. I know. Is this the hippo or is this the dancing lion? Both are cool. They're both very fun bosses. I paid good money for this shit. I played this on the Xbox as well. I'm streaming it from the PC. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up for a bit. I'm gonna just kind of like mentally prepare myself for this righteous fucking. If it's the dancing lion, I think I can take it just fine. The hippo is much easier in night rain because it's like 3 people and you can share aggro. Like at night rain, this strat, unless you're fighting like standard bearers where it's like there's like 2 main strats: kill them as they come, or just like apparently some people say just have at it. And it's like, yeah, if you're choosing something like Duchess where you can just we have like 30 iframes of rolling, like yeah, okay. But when you're like, you know, a guardian build, you have a shield. But when you're like me, like a revenant or something, it would be a pain in the ass. Taking massive damage, I bet. For guardian, because when you use guardian, you get somehow I get lucky and I get maneuverability increase and as well as guarding ability. So if I feel like I can't defend, I can also usually dodge at the right time. This also gives me the ability dual wield, because with Guardian you can dual wield very effectively because you have like what, A scaling and strength, so you get two ultras. And now with the extra three different relics you can get at the end, so you can get first three and then the extra additional three from the DLC. Oh, there's some spicy shit you can lock up. Like the Night Rain, for instance, when it says something like reduce HP after death, that's temporary. So when it has, yeah, literally. So when it says in Night Rain, you have a relic, a Night Rain relic, like a special one from DLC, and it says lose maximum HP after death. Take that every time because it's temporary. Lasts like, I swear, maybe minutes in the game. It's like seconds. It works very well. I'm not even joking because I've tested it and it wears off like in no time at all, even if you go down. Use this great baton on the left hand, but I plan to do casting, so it just feels ineffective. But I kind of would be, because then I can keep the Misericord or Misery-Cord in the right hand with Shadow Step. There's so many different ways of playing it. I'm definitely going to mix and match as I go along. It could be with Great Katana left, with Misericord on the right, with Misericord having Shadow Step, and occasionally going to the left hand two-handed. Because in PvP, you're not just running one thing all the time. You might have to swap out because your opponent suddenly goes to casting. You gotta, like, I don't know, two-hand your weapon and get the catch rolls on. Shit happens. I'll with you guys in a second. Then we're going to do this fight and probably just keep moving on throughout the day. Hey guys, my dad is up. I had to get him an ambulance right to the hospital last night. It's kind of serious. He doesn't have a family doctor in the area, so They know us. They know Dad. So they had to give him a ride. He has a lung infection or something. Horrible flu came through the house. Fuck, man, it sucked. My dad is still a little sick. He's got something, anti-inflammatory jigger medicine. I'm a little tired myself. I was up all night taking care of him, but we got to take a ride off to town in a bit and get him his medication. Yeah, if you catch a cold, guys, it might be this one. It's not for me, of course. Like, it's probably going around throughout all of Northern America, and it's probably going to spread. But it feels like COVID. I'm just gonna say I've caught COVID once before, and I was sick for a day. This one was worse than that one. That was alpha. Good Lord. Guys, I'm just grabbing what's left of my coffee, having a quick smoke. I got through this bullshit area, and then we're going to do the boss. It's almost ceremonial. We have a popper hit beforehand, and I got to make sure the house is okay. Yeah, still cold in Canada. I live in southern Ontario, and it's frosty out there. I'm not bitching about it as much anymore. That's fine. It's been cold for like almost 7 months now. It's one of the longest winters I've been through. One of the worst too. We had snowbanks that went above the car. Like I guess some people worldwide like some people like we haven't had that in this area in a long time. Snowbanks above the cars, like 6 feet plus. And I'm not talking about like just like in a parking lot. I mean like literally on the side of the highway. It's like driving through a canyon of snow. It was kind of cool to see again. I haven't seen that since I was a kid. I guess you'd call like I prefer to call it global change because where one place gets global warming, the other place gets weird frost and melted snow and like mudslides. So fuck it, whatever. Um, whatever makes people happy. Whatever keeps me out of trouble verbally. Gotta be careful what you say in these streams. So easy to get caught up in malinformation. Like malinformation is thinking you're right and you're accidentally wrong. And there's complete disinformation, which is the shit that Trump shoots out of his mouth. Okay. Take a break out of my weed. F-22s was it got shot? No, was it 3? I don't know. Certain number of F-22s they shot down. One person was, I guess, flown out of there by their own team, the Americans. Hope they're okay. For Christ's sakes, this war is unnecessary as it is. Any more death needs to happen. What happened to the other two? Probably dragged off somewhere. It's kind of scary to think about. It's not fair. I choose a peaceful side to most things, and I just don't think that's. If you crash, it's hard to explain, but when you crash, it's kind of like we had. It's strange because America's not listening to the war crime treaty. They're literally just bombing civilians. So then, the other team just says, "Fuck it." When your people land and crash here, we're going to torture them and strip them of all their I don't know. When you start breaking rules on the playground, everyone else starts breaking rules. It's not safe. When America was starting to say we're going to take over Canada, it's NATO motherfucker, and then they turn around and say NATO is us, and then NATO turns around and say nah, and that's why Canada's still not the 51st state. I almost wouldn't mind it, not having a passport. I have to go down south, but I like my Canadian citizenship. I like being Canadian. As much as I hate the politics. Oh fuck, Canadians when it comes to politics is like Italians. It is kind of like that. We're quite we don't protest enough. I'm not saying I don't believe in rioting. Keep the bricks down. But it's okay to speak your mind on the streets sometimes, especially when it's a planned, city approved, okay, not planned by city, but approved by a city protest. That's okay. It's totally fine. A riot going like New York had with bricks and shit. That's a little far. You gotta wake up the next morning and go to work, like cleaning dishes, cleaning bricks out of your dish rack. Like goddamn. But yeah, it's bullshit for you. But my point is that Canadians are kind of wet noodly, I find. Just a little bit in politics. We let Trudeau trample us down to nothing. He sold our gold at a low. So Canada had a gold reserve that Trudeau decided to sell at a low, which is basically to China. And if you look at it, he had this weird donation system that seemed to be linked to Chinese borders. It's weird bullshit.
I'm leaving in about 15 minutes.
Guys, it's taken a while. I know it's a really fucked up day. Last 2 days I've had a horrible cold. You and my dad cut up in the background. I have Mullen here. It's not the best. We have antibiotics. We're getting them. Basically, since Andrew's going out with them. But yeah. If you don't have antibiotics, I suggest you get them if you have a lung infection. But Mullen can help if you're having a cough. I have suggest go to your doctor and get antibiotics. That shit solves all issues. Bonk this boss in the head. I'm ready. I think. If you're using Mimic Tier, put on Shabiri's Woe, which will aggro almost purely on the NPC. And keep easy things for me to use, like charged talisman or something. Simplistic stuff. If you really are, like, really worried about him taking too much damage, you want the tank. I would actually suggest this boss, I think, has multiple different types of elements you can shoot at, so I suggest that one. I know I need to get the third. We're getting in the DLC, I think, later. Eventually. If not, it's in the base game, we're getting it. Like, there's better ones. I didn't click quite everything. I got all the talismans for the achievement and the spells. I just need to get the Frenzy Flame ending and then the basic ending. So I've still yet to become Elden Lord, because you need that ending, but I chose the Moonlight ending. I thought that was cool. We're gonna summon this bitch. I actually contemplating it. First attempt.
O horn-decked beast from higher sphere delivered, take root inside the tower's sculpted keepers, and perched within, we beg of thee, rise. Dance and kavod, cleanse all and go it. Cruelty, woe, and those who plague the tower. Cleanse away the strumpet's vile progeny.
Okay, so Shiburi's well with the Mimic, yeah, definitely how I like to roll that shit. We got Divine Beast head, very nice about that. Very nice. Okay. It's not so bad, really. Just like get the Mimic out and let it aggro Shiburi's well. It's so fucked up, my strat. It's disgusting. news. I did buy Crimson Desert, so we will be playing that later tonight once it's done downloading. I'm going to go do that right now. I think Crimson Desert would be very fun, as well as like juggling this on the side. I like variety streaming. I can't get stuck in one game for more than 4 or 5 hours. It's like after that I need to switch it up with, like, you know, Gang Beasts or something. That was a fun fight, you know. It was a little difficult. I was doing some uber damage, so I'm very happy about that. I also have Rotwing Sword Insignia, I think, somewhere. There we go. Look at that beauty. Shining glory. We're going to get the Prosthesis Talisman, the next NG, just so we can, like, Prosthesis Talisman with the Rotwing Sword Insignia, if they stack, and Shard of Alexander. Start using stuff like, I don't know, we'll figure out some 3-hit attack combos. There's probably a few. Spinning Slash. Flame Skewer is also a good one, even though it's only 2-hit. The second hit is fire, so I don't know. I think that counts it as a weapon art, not as just pure elemental spell, so it would increase the damage of it. But you really get the increased damage after the 3rd hit. Twin Blades use that very effectively, but I don't use Twin Blades very well. I kind of suck at them. I can jump attack all day long with them, but other than that, I suck. Crescent Moon Axe was one of my favorites for a while, but even though this does just slightly less damage, it is slightly faster at once. Big time. And I think this also does more poise damage. So it's like, if you had a choice between this has an effective heavy attack, sure. Like, this is basically the same thing faster. So it's like, if you already use like a Great Axe, you might as well just use Great Katana and go Dex. That way you can increase the spell casting. So yeah, that's it for this stream. I'm going to go download Crimson Desert. I'm going to start playing that because I'm jealous of everyone else playing. It looks fucking amazing. Crimson Desert, this giant fucking tree monsters walking around, puzzles in the sky like Breath of the Wild. Like, damn, we are playing that later. But that was a fun beast. Hippo is definitely more of a pain in the ass, I find. But that was fun. Take it easy, guys. We're just going to grab one of the extra things. An elevator over here, I think. Which leads to the next area. I highly suggest Giant Swing. As expensive a casting spell as it is, because it takes quite a bit of mana. It's you get the spell casting up, so 40 dex. We don't quite have 40 dex, but just look at the spell casting. That's ridiculously fast. We have 34 dex. We're working up to 40 with Radigan Icon. Like, the build in PvP is basically this. I think it was this. I want to see if I can get good at casting, you know. I think those are some good combos we could work with, you know. That's basically what the PvP build is going to be having. And I will be doing two-handed, you know, PvP every once in a while. That is one of my specialties. Absolutely trash PvP. It's not trash entirely, but I don't focus on backstabs and parries as much as others do. Back in the day, there was a time.
such a joy to smell the scent again. Does a sculpted keeper stand before me? Oh, as I felt the sacred beast's essence fade, a great anxiety welled up within. Forgive this old woman her foolish fears. 'Tis such relief I cannot express. After an eternity of the mind, our voices have at last reached the heavens, as evinced by thy gracious arrival. Oh. I implore, have my son and Dad take vengeance. They let them my.
Sorry for skipping past all that. I just want to make sure I got it done properly. I love that I got a new spell off that. I don't know what the fuck it is. We're going to find out in a second. I'm going to take a break for a bit. Oh yeah, download Crimson Desert. We are playing that later today. Is there anything else in that area that I want? This mask, I've done with PvP once before, and it's pretty hilarious. What you can, like, it's nothing you can really do with it other than increase damage, but it looks really good in videos if you know how to make it look good. Anvil Hammer works with it too. It basically increases damage, strength and dex or something like that. I could almost use this helmet actually. Like it would work. I would only have to increase strength twice more to have 30. I don't know. It's interesting. It would allow me to use, you know, the basic great axe and the rod and great axe. Which I might want 30 strength eventually, just so I can one hand both of these and jump attack. Just fuck it. Like I don't know why I would want to do that because it's not very good in PvP. But it's nice to have. Fuck these guys. I really like this great katana. I am digging it. I used to hate it in PvP. I would still bow to a dude who used it. I would expect a really tough battle. That's all I would expect. I don't mind, like, if it's in the game, use the weapon, goddammit. The only thing I dislike is healers. If you're using like an innate healing build that uses healing over time, chill. That's chill. That's a good old Dark Souls build. But if you're like using heal from afar mid battle,
oh, glorious sculpted,
I'm gonna find a way to make your death painful.
thou art kind indeed.
That's
to
basically
this aged crone. Oh, pardon me, my dear. Surely thou must hunger. I prithee, partake of his only plain fare. Shouldst thou art sure, though. Should thou art sure.
What that soup is. It's scorpion stew. Looks delicious. I don't think I would want to try it. Probably smells like, I can't even pronounce, like I can't even imagine the smell I would give off. Probably like bugs, like boiled insects. Excuse me, that's disgusting. Set up for next stream. We're going to be going up Great Bridge in the next part, this area, and eventually going down this hill. This place sucks down here. The worst place, BlackLyte Forest. I think it's right over here. Oh, I hate that place. It sucks ass. See you guys in the next one.